Hello, thanks for joining us for the Midday News. Prime Minister James Marape has been invited by President of the People's Republic of China to attend the third Belt and Road Forum for International Development and Cooperation. Prime Minister James Marape and his wife, Madame Rachel, and Chinese ambassador to Papua New Guinea, Zheng Fanhua, received a warm red carpet welcome upon arrival at Beijing International Airport. Their arrival was followed by a welcome dinner, official talks and signing ceremonies involving economic, trade and education opportunities between both countries. The PM's schedule today includes an address at the Beijing Normal University and the signing of agreements on educational opportunities for PNG. A formal bilateral meeting will follow with Chinese President Xi Jinping and a visit to the Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank headquarters. On Wednesday PM, Marape will attend the opening of the Third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation and address the high-level forum on green silk for harmony with nature at the China National Convention Center. The head of Food and Agriculture Organization, Burr Mandel, says using technology to sustain water is the way forward in preserving water during dry season. Mandel said technologies such as water harvesting and water serving are some methods that can be used in communities to preserve water. He was speaking during the commemoration of World Water Day in Port Moresby yesterday.
There are a lot of technology, like we call it water. Let me give you an example. Water harvesting technology. Now in the village area, you have plenty of house and aluminum sheet. Simply if you can harvest rainwater, and from that rainwater, we can do the gardening. Other example, sometimes I see in the city area, while they construct the house and building, they don't leave a single area which is not covered by the cement or concrete. I would request leave a small area open. Don't cover all your area with the concrete. So water will go inside. It will work as a recharge. So if you put everywhere gravel, everywhere cement, water will not go inside. So there will be no recharge of water. So we have to, small things make a lot.
Australia supports the redevelopment of Lae Main Market in PNG for community well-being. Teaming up with New Zealand and Lae City Authority, the recent groundbreaking at the Lae Temporary Market signals progress. The temporary market will host 1,000 vendors during Lae Main Market construction, ensuring continued access to Moreba's high-quality produce. Upon completion, the new main market aims to accommodate 1,300 vendors, prioritizing safety, accessibility, and local culture. Construction begins in 2024, reflecting a commitment to sustainable development and community prosperity. The coastal village of Sarang in Sumka District, Midday Province, recently celebrated 10 years of operating its fisheries business, Aimiyarong Business Incorporated. This business venture is a coastal fisheries program established with the assistance of National Fisheries Authority. The Governor's Special Projects Officer Francis Tavatuna encouraged villagers to venture into such programs and SMEs so that it would enable the government to support and assist with funding. He also wants to see financial literacy trainings and certification adapted in the programs and SME startups to make funding access easier.
5 million kina lo SME. 1 million mipla pakin lo supporting youth SME. 1 million block agriculture and livestock SME. 1 million kina emblo manam resettlement SME. 1 million kina emblo other SME lo supporting more farmers thing. Suppose you know what is the financial literacy training certificate, you don't have to help him. You must see the training so government got confidence that you come to him support. Now you got the certificate or by got trust na confidence. You by go and increase him the money, increasing 1 kina, you go 3 kina.
In regional news, 30 Tongan nationals have been safely evacuated from Israel, including some from New Zealand, Australia and Fiji, on a 61-passenger flight to London chartered by the Tongan government. The flight departed at 1:38 p.m. Israel time on Saturday the 14th of October and landed at Stansted Airport in England Sunday morning. They were accompanied by Major Q Kaho from the Tonga High Commission in London. The passengers will arrange their own flights out of London, stated Tongan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In London, they were hosted to an evening of prayer and thanksgiving at the official residence in Greenbanks, hosted by the Tongan High Commissioner in London and Major Kaho. Meanwhile, Tonga's Prime Minister acknowledged the help from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Finance and the Prime Minister's Office for their successful mission in evacuating Tongans from the war zone. A private boat shed to be built in the Montigon Peninsula has become a flashpoint for Victorian councils trying to juggle coastal development with rising sea levels. While the issue is often spoken about as a problem for the future, it's one which authorities are having to deal with right now.
Still absorbing the blow of Saturday's referendum, many Indigenous Australians will be wondering what's next for reconciliation.
I want to say that there's no easy answers when it comes to next steps. I don't have easy answers.
Almost 60% of New South Wales voters said no to a voice to Parliament. Key Yes campaigners are observing 7 days of silence, donning black tiles on social media. When they're ready to talk, the Premier says he wants a treaty with his Indigenous population.
That was a commitment, and of course we'll stick with it.
The Minns government made treaty an election promise and committed $5 million in last month's budget.
A treaty in New South Wales would require a treaty with 150 different nations in this state, so it's not a straightforward process.
The Noongar Agreement in WA is considered the country's first treaty. It placed land and money in trust for native title holders to manage.
What you commonly find in treaties is you do find issues relating to land, waters, you also find cultural heritage protection, and sometimes you do find references to reparations whereby there's compensation for past wrongs.
The question for the Minns government will be whether it has the support to pursue a treaty given the result of the referendum. But the government and experts say a voice and a treaty are two very different things.
The voice was about putting something in the national constitution via a referendum. A treaty is about a negotiated settlement.
A negotiation many Indigenous Australians are still hoping to make.
In sports, Papua New Guinea has crushed the Cook Islands 46-10 in Port Moresby. Former NRL star Nene McDonald scored 4 tries in the thumping. The visitors did manage 2 sensational tries, but it was all the Kumuls on Sunday.
It was all Papua New Guinea early, running with a strong wind. They struck first when Jacob Alec motioned to kick but took the line on and drew 3 defenders before offloading to Zach Leiba to score the opener on his debut. The Kumuls doubled their lead when Derby crossed out wide before prop and man of the match Apel Capinias and Valentine Richard both scored to make it 22-0 after 22 minutes. PNG lock Jack DeBallen, making his test debut, got the pack moving forward before Nene McDonald scored in the corner in the 27th minute, the first of his hat-trick. Rabbitohs player Alex Johnson then helped set up Leiba, who finished a long-range effort to clinch a double on the stroke of half-time.
Flick pass, Zach Leiba for number 2. How about that?
McDonald scored 2 tries in the first 20 minutes of the second half to secure his hat-trick. The Cooks finally got on the scoreboard in sensational fashion when Brad Takairangi chipped to the corner and Azom Yoka reeled it in to score in the 48th minute. The visitors crossed again in the 58th minute when Stephen Masters pulled off a chip and chase close to the line. McDonald crossed for his 4th try in the 77th minute, which proved to be the last points of the match. At full-time, Kumuls 46, Cook Islands 10. Man of the match was Kumul prop Apel Capinias. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The Flying Fijians Rugby World Cup fairy tale has ended after they exited at the quarter-final stage following the defeat to England Red Rose on Sunday. The 30-24 reversal ended a magnificent tournament from the Flying Fijians, who lit up the pool stages with superb performances against Wales and Australia.
Fiji's keeper Waisea Nayathalevu intimated that their tier nations are treated differently in comparison to the sport's traditional powerhouses following their loss to England. The Pacific Islanders exited the Rugby World Cup at the quarter-final stage following their defeat to Red Rose on Sunday.
Pulavinaca, and first of all I want to give back the glory to our Almighty Jesus Christ. I'm not perfect, I'm not a perfect man, but I try to be perfect. And I want to say I'm really proud of the team today and the effort, even though we fell short. I'm proud of the team, the coaching staff, management, our pastor, Kala. What a proud moment for us to be here. And we're so glad we fell short.
When asked whether there was a subconscious bias towards their Tier 1 teams, the frustrated Fijian skipper responded absolutely, before adding, "You guys watched the game, you guys can answer that." Nayathalevu was particularly frustrated with the final penalty, which saw England nick the ball at the breakdown to win the game.
Told the boys to keep to our basics, keep the ball. As long as we keep the ball, we can get opportunity at the end, be patient. And unfortunately, some calls didn't go our way, but that's rugby.
While accepting defeat after an amazing run through their pool matches, Captain Nayathalevu expressed the team's gratitude and thanks to their families and fans back home for their prayers and support.
I thank our supporters here at the grandstand and our supporters back home. Thank you for your support throughout this tournament. It's not easy for us as well, but we keep fighting. We fight until the end.
Flying Fijian coach Simon Rawalevu was also asked his thoughts about the decisions, but the Fijian head coach was far more diplomatic. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That's all for now. Join us at 6 this evening for the main news. Bye for now.